السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. بسم الله الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام على رسول الله وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. أما بعد، أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. ربي زدني علما. اللهم لا سهل إلا ما جعلته سهلا وأنت تجعل الحزن إذا شئت سهلا. أهلا وسهلا ومرحبا بكم في محاضرات Arabiyya Bayna. Alhamdulillah, we are in the second lesson, the second book, Alhamdulillah, and the first unit. And inshallah, today we will continue where we left off, where we stopped here. Last time we talked about the Hamza, right? And between the Alif and the Hamza, the difference between the Alif and the Hamza. And we learned that the Alif will never come in the starting. The Alif will never come in the starting. It will always come in between, like Khara'u, Kafahu, Tara, Sala, Jara. While Hamza can come in the starting, in the beginning, or the ending. Right? This is how the difference is. Bada, Naba, Khaba. Right? Hamza always come in the beginning or the ending. Today we'll continue with some more grammar and mulahazatun nahwiya, grammar note. There's a grammar note. Min huruf al-jarri, from the huruf al-jar, the prepositions. Right, the prepositions. So they're talking about some prepositions here: min, fi, ila, ala, and bi, li. Right, actually there are 17 of them, prepositions. Min min, from. Fi is in, ila is to, ala is on, right, and an maybe about, right, bi is with or by, li is for, li is for. So تجر هذه الحروف الأسماء التي تليها, it makes them majroor. Any word which comes after it becomes majroor. تجر, jarra يجر, it makes it majroor, right, with kasra. تجر هذه الحروف الأسماء التي تليها, all those huruf, the letters, the last letters of the nouns, of which follows the uh, uh, these huruf, this harf make the nouns majroor. Allati taliha, which follows it, right? Taliha, yaliha, right, to follow. Taliha, which follows it. Like Udrus walahid, they've given some examples here. Ash'uru bi alamin, right? You have a kasra here, so this is majroor, right? So in Arabic language, generally there are only two ways it can be majroor. One is mudaf mudaf ilayh, the other is through a preposition. Ash'uru bi alamin, I feel pain, right? Pains, actually. Ash'uru bi alamin, I feel pains. Al-alamu fil batni, the pain is in the stomach. Fil batni, all of the words will get a kasra, right? Majroor. Fil batni, it was actually al batnu, and because of fi, what happened? It got a kasra. Fil batni, because the default case is marfu, right? The three cases, three cases: marfu, mansub, and majroor. Right? Three cases. What are those? Those are marfu, mansub, and majroor. Marfu, mansub, and majroor. For nouns, right? For nouns, majroor. Marfu, mansub. Marfu, how do we know? Generally, the primary case ending is a dhamma. Is a dhamma. You can see one dhamma or two dhammas. Depends on, if there's alif lam, it will have one dhamma. If there's no alif lam, it will have two. So one or two dhammas. Mansub is what, a fatha, right? One fatha or two fathas, right? Depends. And majroor is with a kasra. Marfu, mansub, and majroor. So what we are talking about, the default case is what? Marfu. If there's nothing in front of it or behind it or whatever, or there's nothing to make it mansub, it'll always, or majroor, it'll be marfu. That's the default case, marfu. Right? But here what we are learning, the huruf al-jar, the prepositions, they will make the word after it majroor, then give it kasra. And they're so powerful, even Allah's name, right? Lafzul jalala, even Allah's name, they will give it kasra. Fillahi, bismillahi, right? And so on. So it's given like this, but actually there are 17 of them. 17 prepositions. I think I have a photo picture. 1 second. Prepositions, yeah. I have this. Yeah, the prepositions. There are 17 of them. Where is it? Yeah, there's 17 of them. Right? Ba, ta, kaf, lam, wow, mundu, mud, khala, rubba, hasha, min, ada, fi, an, ala, hatta, ila. Right? Right? So ba means in with, ta means swearing, qasam, right? Ka like as, li for, wow swearing, munzu sins, mud sins, both means sins. Khala is except, rubba sometimes, and all of these words make the word following it majroor. See, khala zaidin, from, min, ada. So this can be memorized by this. There's like a share kind of a tune kind of, yeah, to memorize this. It's like ba'u ta'u kafu lamu wa'u mundu mudkhala rubba hasha min ada fi an ala hatta ila. Right? So this is how it is. All the 17 pronouns. Ba'u ta'u kafu lamu wa'u mundu mudkhala rubba hasha min ada fi an ala hatta ila. Arabic grammar, Arabic grammar. Again, all the 17 prepositions, these prepositions give it kasra. Right? Bao tau, kafo lamo wao mundu mudkhala, ubba hasha min ada fi an ala, hatta ila. With some practice, we can memorize. I mean, it's not necessary to memorize also, but still, it's good to know all the 17 prepositions to understand that why we have a kasra. Right? So he's given, the book is given only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, but we know the rest 10 also. Ba, ta, kaf, lam, waw, mundu, mud, khala. Ubba, hasha, min, ada, fi, anala, ta, ila. So the third one, he says, dhahabtu ila tabibi. I went to the doctor. Right? I went to the doctor. So ila tabibi makes it majrur. Tanawaltu min al asali. I had some. I had from the honey. I had some honey. That is minal asli mean from the honey. Some of the honey, right? From the honey or some of the honey. Tanawaltu. I had some honey. Fil asali, in asal. See again fi. Fil asali shifa'un lin nasi. Again li. Li is also preposition, right? In honey there is cure for the people. Shifa'un lin nasi, for the people. حرف الجر prepositions. Next, sixth one. هناك سوق no issues inshallah. هناك سوق, there is a market لبيع العسل, for the sale of honey. For the buy, I mean sale, for the sale of honey. Asal is honey. Al-asalu ala tawila. So all this is giving kasra. The honey is on the table. Right? Al-asalu ala tawilati. سوق العسل بعيد عن البيت. The honey market is far from the house, right? Far from the house, right? So these are all the prepositions. التدريب الأول إملاء الفراغ بالحرف المناسب من الصندوق. So we have to fill appropriate preposition using these ones. So first one, المدينة بعيدة dash البيت. The house is far from the city is far from the house. So generally we should have put min here, from, right? But here we should remember that ba'id uses an all the time. So we have to put an. Right? Qaribun min, qarib uses min, close from or near from, and ba'id uses an. And that's how. So, right? There's no, I mean, we cannot put min here because ba'ida uses an. That's how the rule is. Ba'id and qarib min. But in English, we don't have the difference, so we have to translate it as uh, from. Adhabu ila al-amali. I go to the work by car. So by generally is used by bis sayyara. Bi, ba. because B could mean fee also, and so many meanings actually. We look at the context. That's why huruf generally do not have any meanings in themselves, right? We need to look at the context. B adhabu ila al-amali bis-sayyarati. I go to the work by car, not li for car. Adrusu sitta hisasin. I study 6 periods fil yawmi, in a day. Right? All of this give kasra as majroor. That's why they call it hurufu jar. Jar means to pull down, right? To pull down. So these pull the dhamma, they pull it down. Jarra yajru is to pull. Adhabu, I go. Adhabu ila al-maktabi. Zahaba generally uses il, ila. Dhahaba ila. Kharaja uses min. Kharajtu min. Dhahaba adhabu. I went to the library now. Right? Or I am going to the library. Sorry. This is present tense. Right? Adhabu ila al-maktabati al-an. I am going to the library now. Istayqadtu. I woke up. Istayqada yastayqadu is to wake up. Right? From, right? Istayqadtu minan naumi. From the sleep, mubakkiran, early. Right? I woke up from the sleep early. Min istayqadtu. Right? Istayqada yastayqidu is to wake up. I woke up from the sleep early. Right? We did this verb, I think, before in book 1. Hunaka suqun, there is a market. Li bay'il asali, for the sale of honey. For the sale of honey. Bay' is sale. For the sale of honey. Okay. This was the first exercise. التدريب الثاني اقرأ الفقرة التالية. Read the following paragraph. ثم دع علامة الصحيح فوق الحرف الصحيح. Right? Put the correct option in front of the correct حرف, correct حرف جر in front of the correct preposition. Right? So شعر, so this is a paragraph. شعر عامر, عامر felt. What did he feel? B or ila or li, so it will be B, right? Because feeling, right? B, because here we see ash'uru bi alamin. So here we again, sha'ara uses a B, ba, right? Felt. B. Amir felt alamin shadidatin. In English, we don't use a preposition as such, right? He felt with something. We don't say that in English. So we're not translating the B actually here. Right? Sha'ara amin bi alamin shadidatin. Amir felt with severe pains. We don't say that with severe pain. You say he felt pain. We take a direct object. But in Arabic, we don't take direct object. We use a preposition. Sha'ara amirun bi alamin shadidatin fil batni. Fi, in his stomach. Right? In his tummy. Fi, right? Not min or an. Lakinnahu, but he lam yadhhab. He did not go. Lam yadhhab. So I think we talked about it before. Lamma, right? They make the fail mudare majzoom, right? Majzoom. What is majzoom? It gives a sukun because there are 3 moods of mudare. Moods of mudare, 3. Like we have marfu, mansub, and majroor. Here we have marfu, mansub. There's no majroor. It's only majzoom. Majzoom with a jazam. So so lam, what it does is, it was yadhabu, right? Lam is changes the meaning of the present tense into past tense. So the verb is actually used after lam mudare, but it changes the meaning into past tense. But he, lakinna is the sister of inna, right? Lakinnahu, but he, lam yazhab, it makes it mazum. So the dhamma is dropped and the meaning is changed into past tense. He did not go. Past. He did not go. Lam yadhhab. Lam yadhhab. He did not go. Ila tabibi, to the doctor. Right? So this should be ila. Ila tabibi. He did not go to the doctor. But he did not go to the doctor. So the meaning is changed into past tense. Arafa, Arafa, to know, right? Arafa is alima, but to know. Arafa sadiqu, his friend knew Hazimun. I mean, sadiqu Hazimun. His friend Hazim knew, because right, his friend Hazim knew. Arafa sadiqu Hazimun, his friend Hazim knew. Annahu, that he, yashtaki, he is complaining. Right? An, complaining about, an batnihi, on min batnihi. Let's see. I think min. I'm confused. An or min? Ishtaka min. Yeah, we have to use min. Oh, sorry. Right, you have to use min. Ishtaka uses min. Okay. Ishtaka uses min, not an. Right? Because in English, complain of his pain, right? Ishtaka is to complain. He was complaining. Min. So min is correct. عرف صديقه حازم أنه يشتكي. His friend Hazim knew that he was complaining from his stomach. That is, he's complaining about his stomach, right? But in Arabic we say ishtaka min, is complaining from. Ishtaka is to complain, shikaya, to do, right? Ishtaka. فقال له, and he said, inna fi, because he's saying inna fil asali, indeed in the honey, shifa'an, right? Inna fil asali shifa'an, indeed there is shifa. Why is this mansub? Because of inna. It was actually inna shifa'an fil asali, but the rule says that if this is nakira, you have to push it out later. Inna fil asali shifa'an, indeed in honey there is cure. وقال inna hunaka suqan li, and he said, indeed there is a market for the sale of honey. لبيع العسل اسمه السوق الكبير. Its name is big market, right? وهذا السوق ليس بعيدا عن بيته, and this market is not far from his house. ذهب عامر إلى السوق. Amir went to the market. واشترى كيلا or كيلا, both are fine I guess. واشترى كيلا or كيلا من العسل, from honey, right? Not li or fi. Min al asl, I mean from the honey he purchased 1 kilo of it, right? So this is the paragraph. It might look a little difficult, right? Because so many so this is the advanced level which we are talking about, right? شعر عامر, let's read it again. شعر عامر بآلام شديدة في البطن لكنه لم يذهب إلى الطبيب. عرف صديقه حازم أنه يشتكي من بطنه وقال له إن في العسل شفاء. وقال إن هناك سوقا لبيع العسل اسمه السوق الكبير وهذا السوق ليس بعيدا عن بيته. ذهب عامر إلى السوق واشترى كيلا من العسل. Right? So this is the paragraph. Alhamdulillah. Right? If this paragraph or the previous ones find difficult, we should not worry about, because our brain should get used to the so many verbs coming and so many things coming. Right? It's the next level stuff. That's why it's book 2, right? But once we get used to, once 2-3 units go by, we get used to the length and stuff here. فهم المسموع استمع إلى الحوار ثم دع علامة الصحيح أو الخطأ ثم صحح الخطأ. Then and correct the error. So there's some dialogues, I guess. Let's listen to the audio. فهم المسموع.
ثم ضع علامة صحيح أو خطأ ثم صحح الخطأ.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. أي خدمة؟
من فضلك.
So it says السلام عليكم. The other person replies وعليكم السلام. أي خدمة? How can I help?
أريد بعض العسل.
من فضلك أريد بعض العسل. Please, I want some. بعض العسل, some honey.
عندنا أنواع كثيرة من العسل.
عندنا أنواع كثيرة من العسل. We have a lot of different types of honey. أنواع, نوع, أنواع, types, نوع. A single type is called naw'un, and plural is anwa'un kasiratun min al-asal. We have a lot of types of asal. I mean, so many types of honey we have.
أي نوع تريد؟
أي نوع تريد? Which type do you want?
أشعر بألم شديد في معدتي.
أشعر بعلم شديد في معدتي. I am feeling a lot of pain in my stomach. Maida is also stomach, or yeah, maida, yeah, stomach. Yeah. Batni and maida, I think the same. So يريد المشتري العسل لأنه يشعر بعلم في صدره. No, not in his heart, in his stomach.
هذا نوع طيب من العسل.
هذا نوع طيب من العسل. This is a good quality, good type of honey.
أريد منه كيلا.
I want a kilogram of it. Right. So this third one, اشترى الرجل عسل الطيبة. Yes, he purchased a good طيب means pure honey. Yes, he purchased pure honey. Right. Why will someone buy an impure? Right. اشترى كيلا واحدا من العسل. Yes, true. This is also true.
في هذه القارورة كيل من العسل.
هذه القارورة.
Oh, let's listen to it. I didn't get it.
أريد منه كيلا.
في هذه القارورة كيل من العسل.
في هذه القارورة. What is قارورة? Even I don't. Let me check. قارورة, I think it's weighing machine. I think قارورة, the scale. في هذه القارورة. قارورة. Flask. Oh, the flask is called قارورة. قنينة, it's also called bottle. Oh, okay. قارورة is also called, right? في هذه القارورة. That means a bottle. قنينة is also a bottle, and قارورة is also a bottle. قارورة. قارورة. And قنينة. 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 I know, but I knew about قنينة, but قارورة is a new word for me also. Okay.
جميل. بكم هذه القارورة؟
Jamil. Oh, so he's selling a bottle of honey. Jamil. That is beautiful. I mean, good, right? Good. Hasanan. Good. بكم هذه القارورة? How much is this bottle of honey?
100 ريال.
100 ريال. 100 riyals. Wow, very costly.
تفضل. هذه 100 ريال.
تفضل يعني take this. This is 100 riyals. So this is false, right? طلب باعٍ من المشتري 50 ريالا. The seller, buyer is a seller, requested from this purchaser 50 ريال. لا 100 ريال. 100 ريال 100 riyals. في المحل أنواع كثيرة من العسل. Yes, in the shop. محل is also shop. دكان is also shop. محل. في المحل أنواع كثيرة من العسل. In the shop there are a lot of types of honey. Yes, true.
شفاك الله.
شكرا.
تفضل هذه 100 ريال. This is 100 riyals. He says شفاك الله. May Allah cure you. He says شكرا
لك.
شكرا لك. شكرا لك. Instead of saying شكرا, we can also شكرا لك. Thanks to you.
أولا يريد المشتري العسل لأنه يشعر بألم في صدره.
Not in صدره. In his في معدته. In his في بطنه. In his stomach.
ثانيا اشترى الرجل العسل الطيب.
Yes, this is true. اشترى الرجل العسل الطيبة. نعم.
ثالثا في القارورة كيل واحد من العسل.
في القارورة it's not there. اشترى كيلا واحدا من العسل. He purchased 1 kilo. Right? This is true.
رابعا طلب البائع من المشتري 50 ريالا.
رابعا طلب البائع من المشتري 50 ريالا. This is خطأ. This is false. Right? He requested from him 100 riyals.
خامسا في المحل أنواع كثيرة من العسل.
Yes. خامسا في المحل أنواع كثيرة من العسل. This is true. This is صحيح. نعم. تكلم. التدريب الأول. ماذا تقول المريضة? What will the patient say? Patient say, مريضة أنت. Are you sick? So we should say نعم أنا مريضة. نعم أنا مريضة. Yes, I'm sick. Just some dialogues, I guess. نعم أنا مريضة. بما تشعرين. Right? Why is this Ina coming here? Because it's speaking to a feminine person. Right? It was تشعروا. Now this became تشعرين. What are you feeling, or what's wrong with you, kind of. بما تشعرين. What are you feeling? How are you feeling? Oh, أشعر بألم في رأسي. Or we can say أشعر بألم شديد في رأسي. Right? I'm feeling a severe pain in my head. I think we have the answers here. Yeah, أشعر بألم في رأسي. Here it is, right? This is the old edition, right? أشعر بألم. This is the old edition. هل تناولت الدواء? Did you take some medicine? نعم, right? نعم تناولت الدواء. Yes. Right? I'm using the answers because several answers even I might not know, so I'm using this help. تناولت الدواء. Yes, because exercise will become complex later on. Yes, I am taking the dawa, right? I am taking the medicine. هل أنت بخير الآن? Are you good now? نعم الحمد لله أنا بخير. Yes, I'm good. الحمد لله. الحمد لله. Next, we have an audio exercise, nashatun thunai, audio exercise activity. Activity audio. Thunai is audio, I think. Thunai. Thunai. Thunaiyun. Couple, it says. Bilateral, binary. I don't know. Okay. Nashatun thunai. Oh, a dual exercise maybe. Yeah, two people need to do this. That's why they mentioned thunai. Thunai means isnan isnan. Ma zamilik. What do you call a dual exercise? Oh. Exercise with your friend is what they say in this thing. 1 second, please. Okay, so we have to look at the picture and do it with a friend. So he says he's feeling a pain. So Assalamu alaikum, ash'uru bi alamin shadidin fi batni. I'm feeling a severe pain in my stomach. The other guys ask, Hal tanawalta dawa? Did you take medicine? Naam. نعم تناولت الدواء. Yes, I took the medicine. أو تناولته. هل تعلم أن في العسل شفاء? Don't you know? Do you know that there's cure in the honey? Oh, في العسل شفاء؟ لا أعلم هذا. I don't know this. That there is that in asal there's honey, right? There's cure in honey or something like that. So then he can say. يعني اشتري buy some اشتري كيلا من عسل buy a kilo of عسل من السوق from the market. هناك محل لبيع العسل. There's a shop for selling honey over there, and this guy is happy or sad. نعم. Then after having honey he was like الحمد لله أنا بخير. أنا الآن شفيت. I was cured بالعسل, with عسل, right, from honey, something like that. Okay, alhamdulillah. So that was the first part of the first unit. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. And that was it, right? We had a lesson and we had few exercises. Right? So this is how it is, right? Every lesson will be divided into 3 parts. 3 parts. This is the second part, of the unit. Zainab wa Maryamu sadiqatan. Zainab wa Maryamu sadiqatan. Right? So this is a huge right, paragraph, not paragraph, essay talking about Zainab and Maryam, right? 2 friends. They're 2 friends. Zainab and Maryam are 2 friends. So inshallah, let's begin. Tahiyya, the forward of preparation, right? Kind of, right? Before the lesson, think about it. Fakkir fil ijabati. عن الأسئلة التالية. Think about the following questions. Think about the answers of the following questions. أيهما تفضل أن تكون نحيفا أو سمينا? Which one فضل يفضل is to prefer. So أيهما, which of these two do you prefer? Do you want to be thin or do you want to be fat? I'm overweight maybe. سمين means overweight. ماذا تفعل إذا أردت أن تكون نحيفا? What will you do, or what are you? Yeah, what will you do if you intend? Arada yuridu is to intend, is to want. If you want to be thin, right? If you want to become thin or slim, yeah, slim. ماذا تفعل إذا أردت أن تكون سمينا? What will you do if you want to become fat, or if you want to gain weight? Kind of. Samin with a sin, yeah. Samin. ما الطعام الذي تأكله كثيرا? Which food will you eat a lot? تأكله كثيرا. Which you eat a lot. So these are two women. One's weight is 55. The other's weight is 99. So let's listen to the audio. One second. Yeah.
الوحدة الأولى الدرس الثاني. استمع إلى النص. زينب ومريم صديقتان.
Zainab and Maryam are two friends. صديقتان, duals, right? Ani, صديقتان.
زينب ومريم صديقتان تتشابهان في أشياء كثيرة.
Okay. زينب ومريم صديقتان. Zainab and Maryam are two friends. تتشابهان في أشياء كثيرة. تشابه يتشابه is to resemble. Form 6 this is that. تشابه يتشابه Form 6. And how do we know it's form 6? Well, we find ta and alif here, right? So again, it's very difficult to remember these forms, but all the 10 forms. But form 3 is fa'ala with an alif. Form 6 is the double of form 3, tafa'ala. You'll find a ta and an alif here, right? Like tasa'ala, right? Amma yatasa'alun, right? Tasa'ala, like this. Tasa'ala, yatasa'alu. We have a ta here and an alif extra to ask one another. So here it is. Tatashabahani. Why is this two tas coming? Because this is feminine, right? So it was actually tashabaha, yatashabahu. And then we go yatashabahu, yatashabahani, yatashabahuna, tatashabaha, tatashabahu, tatashabahani. Here, tatashabahani. So it's little tongue twisting. Tatashabahan. They resemble. Tashabaha is to resemble. تشابهان تتشابهان في أشياء كثيرة, in a lot of things. Why this أشياء but fi came, right? Because this is غير منصرف, right? Diptote. أشياء, it doesn't take kasras. أشياء أفعلاء kind of pattern. This is كثيرة. كثيرة is the naat adjective, but this will match because كثيرة is a it's not غير منصرف, it is منصرف, diptote.
فهما تسكنان في حي واحد.
فهما تسكنان في حي واحد. And they both تسكنان, سكن يسكن is to live, right? سكن يسكن باب نصر, نصر ينصر, سكن يسكن. And feminine, so that's why يسكن تسكن, but this is dual, so تسكنان. And they both live في حي واحد, in the same locality. حي, locality. Another meaning of حي is to be alive, right? Alive. الحي القيوم. But this حي is a locality, right? We did it in book 1. في حي واحد.
وتدرسان في جامعة واحدة.
وتدرسان في جامعة واحدة. And they both also study in the same school, in the same university, right? They both study. So there's a lot of things common with these people. Yeah, but yeah, it's difficult. I'll repeat inshallah. I'll repeat, inshallah. The main goal is to understand the meanings, yeah? Understand the meanings. It is difficult, I'm not saying it's not, right? But, right? Inshallah. It'll take time, maybe revisiting it again might help, inshallah. Later on. Okay, inshallah. So let me repeat again. Zainab wa Maryam are two friends, Sadiqatani. Right? Zainab and Maryam are two friends, right? Sadiqatani. Those duels might be confusing because this Ani, so many Anis, right? These duels might be confusing. So Zainab and Maryam are two friends. Tatashabahani. This word might be difficult. Fi ashiya'a kasiratin. They both resemble. So tashabaha is to resemble, okay? They both are same. They both are similar. Fi ashiya'a kasiratin. In a lot of things. Fi ashiya'a kasiratin. In a lot of things, right? So Zainab and Maryam are two friends, and they are both resembling each other in a lot of things. Fahuma. So this duels might be confusing again. Fahuma, they both, right? They both. Huwa, huma, hum, right? Hiya, huma, hunna. So huma, and they both, taskunani, they both live fi hayyin wahidin, in one locality. And they both study, everything is ani, wa tadrusani, and they both study fi jami'atin wahidatin, in one university. Inshallah, I hope it is clear to you till now. So they both live in the same locality, they both study in the same thing. There are a lot of things common here. ولكنهما, let's listen again.
ولكنهما تختلفان في أمر آخر.
Lakin is but there's something which is different. ولكنهما, again this huma might be confusing. So these duals are making things complicated, the text, right? ولكنهما, but they both تختلفان. What is اختلف? اختلف is to differ. اختلف is to differ, right? Like tashabaha is to resemble someone. The opposite is ikhtalafa, to differ. So ikhtalafa yakhtalifu. Ikhtalafa yakhtalifu. Form 8, this is again. Why? Because Hamza and Ta is coming here. So form 6 and form 8 are two opposites, right? See, form 6, what happens is Ta comes first, then the first letter of the verb, what is tafa, and then alif comes, right? But in form 8, what comes? Alif comes first, and then comes ta, and then right? Fa comes, then ifta'ala. See, opposite. Form 6 and form 8. That's how you can remember. In form 6, ta comes first, then alif comes after that. In between fa, in between, right? And then here, alif comes first, ifta'ala. Fa comes in between again, and ta comes later on. Form 8, this is. Form 7 has the n, 7, in fa'ala. In fa'ala, in. Here, alif noon comes in the beginning. In fa'ala, in kasara, in fa'ala. So form 6, form 8, form 7, form 8. Ikhtalafa is what? Form 8. How do we know it's form 8? Because, yeah, this is mudada anyways. The madi is ikhtalafa. This ta is coming extra. And this ta, it was actually ikhtalafa yakhtalifu. So this is feminine, that's why takhtalifani. They both differ in a lot of things. So even if you don't understand the grammar part of this paragraph, it's not an issue at all, right? Because there's so many new verbs coming and they're like bombarding us with verbs, right? So we need not worry. Our main goal is, are we understanding this whole paragraph or not? I mean, the meaning of it, not the grammar portion of it. Because grammar requires a lot of background and some work. But I'm trying to explain whatever the advanced stuff here. I mean, not the form part, right? So that's why these books, I mean, inshallah, but I'd recommend that we should do them, I mean, after Madina book 3s. But that's the stand form, but it'll help, inshallah, right? Inshallah. Okay. Because then we'll appreciate everything here, coming here. Inshallah, but it's not an issue, inshallah. It's not a prerequisite. Our goal is to understand the meaning here, right? Because grammar portion of it will, because they don't intend you to teach the grammar, they just want you to understand. I mean, learn without learning a grammar as such. Okay.
فزينب نحيفة جدا.
So تختلفان في أمر آخر. In another thing they differ. In one thing maybe. In one آخر is another. Right? آخرو it was آخرة because of في. This is also غير منصرف في أمر آخر. أمر is matter. In another matter they differ. فزينب نحيفة جدا. So Zainab girl, this girl Zainab is very thin. Nahif is thin, right? Nahif is, and feminine is nahifatun. Jiddan is very thin. She's very thin girl.
ومريم سمينة جدا.
And Maryam is very overweight, fat, right? Saminatun jiddan.
تريد زينب أن تكون سمينة
Turidu Zainabu. Zainab wants to. Arada yuridu to want. Turidu Zainabu an takuna saminatan. Zainab wants to become fat,
لكنها لا تستطيع.
but she is not able to do. But she is لا تستطيع. استطاع يستطيع. She is not able to do it. From 10 this is ولكنها لا تستطيع. She is not able to do it.
وتريد مريم أن تكون نحيفة ولكنها لا تستطيع.
وتريد مريم, and Maryam wants to become thin ولكنها لا تستطيع. But she is not able to do it. Right? ولكنها لا تستطيع. So this was the first paragraph. Right? These two are friends. They live in the same college. I mean, same area. They study in the same university. But they differ in one thing. One is thin and one is fat. Overweight or fat. I mean, fat is... anyways. And Zainab wants to become fat and gain weight, and she wants to lose weight. But they both are unable to do so.
زينب تفكر كثيرا في هذه المشكلة.
So Zainab is a thin girl, right? So Zainabu tufakkiru kasiran. Zainab fakkara, yufakkiru is to think. Form 2, that is. What is form 2? Again, fa'ala. Double of the middle letter is double trouble, right? Fa'ala. Fa'ala, yufa'ilu. So yufa'ilu. This is 4-letter verb, right? There's fa, ein, 2 times, and lam, right? So 4 letters. So anytime we have 4 letters in a verb, that is form 2, form 3, and form 4, the mudari starts with a dhamma. Yufa'ilu. Yufa'ilu. Like kassara yukassiru. Here it is fakkara yufakkiru, to think. Right? Tafkir is to think. Fakkara yufakkiru. Yufakkiru. Tafkir. Fikr is to think. So زينب تفكر كثيرا في هذه المشكلة. Zainab thought a lot of this problem. Right? في هذه المشكلة. مشكلة is problem. مشكلة, this problem. مشكل.
ماذا تفعل؟
ماذا تفعل? What should she do? I mean, what can she do? Right? ماذا تفعل?
وزنها الآن 55 كيلا.
وزنها الآن, her weight now is 55 كيلا. It's 50 is 50 and 5 is 5. So 55 kilos or kilograms. Right? وزنها الآن 5. The form 2, form 3, form 4, which has 4 letters in the verb. So these 3 has form 2, form 3, and form 4. These 3 have what do you call? 4 letters in the verb, right? Form 2 is fa'ala. Fa'ala, double trouble. Form 3 has alif trouble. Oh, alif. Fa'ala, 1 extra alif. And the 4 also has extra alif, but that's not alif, that's a hamza. Right? Af'ala, aslama yuslimu. All these mudaris will have a dhamma. Right? 4 letters. Because form 5, what is form 5? It's form 2 plus ta. Right? So double trouble plus ta. So this is tafa'ala. Right? There are 5 letters here. Ta, fa, ain, lam. So this doesn't have fatha. It is yatafa'alu. Ya. Form 6 again, form 3 plus ta. Right? So alif trouble plus ta. Tafa'ala. Right? Form 7 is again in fa'ala. Form 8 again ta is, you take form 6 and if ta'ala, put the ta, form 6. Form 9 is not required to learn, but still it's if Allah. It's like this. Alif plus lam letter gets double. If'alla, very rare, only for colors and so on. Ihmarra, right? And form 10 is very easy. Alif sin ta, istaf'ala. Right? We have form 11, 12, 13, 14 also, but very rare. 8 of them are very common. Right? But 9 is also not common. Very rare. These are the 8s which are very common. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 10. Right? These are the forms. If we are expert with these forms, then it's a cakewalk. Any verb is a cakewalk. Right? Right? We know 3-letter verbs. Fa'ala. Fa'ala, weak words might be a problem, but rest all are easy. These are okay. Let's continue with our lesson. So her weight is now is 55 kilos. كيف
كيف تزيد وزنها؟
كيف تزيد وزنها? How should she increase her weight? Right? كيف تزيد? زاد يزيد. Right? This is زاد يزيد. This is called ajwaf. This is a 3-letter, but in between you have an alif. As يزيد, like قال يقول. زاد يزيد. Actually, it's باع يبيع. زاد يزيد. كيف تزيد وزنها? How should she increase her weight?
يجب أن يصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا.
وجب يجب. It is required or it is mandatory. أن يصل. وصل يصل, to reach. An comes, what happens to the an? It makes the fail mudare mansub with a fatha. Right? An lan kai idan, therefore, which makes mudare mansub. Yajibu an yasila waznuha. It is required that her weight reaches ila 70 kailan, 70 kilograms.
حاولت زينب
حاول يحاول is to try. To try a lot. حاولت muannas. حاول is form 3, right? فعل because you have an extra alif here. حاولت زينب. Zainab tried. حاولت.
حاولت ولكنها لم تنجح.
Right? And she kept on trying. Right? وحاولت ولكنها لم تنجح. But she did not succeed. نجح ينجح, to succeed. But she did not succeed. وفتح, this is right. فتح يفتح نجح ينجح. Right? So a lot of things going on here. Next we are talking about
أخذت زينب
Zainab again.
تتناول كثيرا من الطعام.
أخذت زينب. Right? So أخذ, the meaning is to take also, but sometimes there are several verbs which means to begin. They are called al-af'alu shuru'. Right? So sometimes with the context, it means to begin. Right? So there's like 4 or 5 of them, and I guess bada'a, not bada'a, af'alu shuru'. Yeah, af'alu shuru'. How many? Yeah. Oh, I'm not able to find them. Yeah, bada'a and so on. Right? Like here we have shara'a is to start. Akhada also. Akhada, to begin. So sometimes it can ashuru, inshat, ansha, I think. Or bada is also. So akhada can also mean af'alu shuru, to begin something. We understand through the context. Right? Af'alu shuru. Here it is, see, akhada, the af'alu shuru. These are called qada wa akhwatuha. But anyways, one meaning is muqaraba. Muqaraba is to, it's about to happen. So kada, awshaka, karaba is used. And this is raja, asa, and hara, and ukhlu. I don't know this. Ukhluqa, ukhlulaqa. I don't know. Ikhlulaqa, whatever. No, but this is shuru, akhada, shara'a, habba, qama. Very, very rare. Tafiqa. It comes in the Quran. They began to do something. Tafiqa yaqsifani. Tafiqa. Ja'ala is also used for they began to do something. and bada is also became. So there's no sign, I think, but akhadat Zainabu. So here Zainab takes doesn't make sense. So the meaning is Zainab began. What did she begin? Tatanawalu kathiran, to eat a lot, minat ta'am, to take a lot of food, because she wants to become fat, right? tatanawalu kathiran minat ta'ami.
تأكل اللحم والخبز والبيض والأرز والجبن والعسل والحلوى والمربى.
Oh. Ta'kulul lahma, she's eating, right? She eats meat, wal khubza, and bread, wal bayda, and eggs, wal aruzza, and rice, wal jubna. Jubna is what? Cheese, yeah? Jubna is cheese. Jubna is cheese or butter? Butter? Cheese, yeah. Jubna is cheese. Butter is called something else. Yeah. Butter is called what? I get confused between these two. Zubda. Oh, okay. Zubda is butter. Okay, fine. Wal jubna, wal asal, and honey, wal halwa, and sweets. Wal murabba. Murabba is jam, right? And jam. Murabba.
وتشرب الحليب وعصير الفواكه.
وتشرب, and she drinks milk and asir al fawakeh, fruit juices. Asir is juice. Fawakeh, fakihatun, the plural is fawakeh. Fruit juices. Asir al fawakeh.
لم تمارس زينب الرياضة ورغم
لم تمارس زينب رياضة. Zainab did not practice. مارس يمارس form 3 again. فعل يفعل is to practice or is to do something, right? So Zainab did not practice. It doesn't make sense in English, I guess. Zainab did not undertake exercise. Riyada is exercise, right? Riyada is exercise. Zainab did not do exercise. In Arabic, we use marasa riyada, to do exercise. Yeah. Zainab did not undertake exercise or practice.
ذلك ظلت نحيفة.
وَرَغْمَ ذَلِكَ. What is رَغْمَ ذَلِكَ? This means despite that. رَغْم is despite. Despite. Although, and not although, despite that. Even though she ate all these foods and she drank all this stuff and she did not exercise also. وَرَغْمَ ذَلِكَ, despite that, even though she still remained. ظَلَّت. ظَلَّ is to remain. Right? And this is sister of Kana. ظَلَّ. ظَلَّتْ نَحِيفَةً. She still remained thin. Right? ظَلَّ. ظَلَّتْ, كانت, kind of. ظَلَّتْ نَحِيفَةً. Why is it mansub? Because Kana sisters, what they make? They make the second word, the khabar of ظَلَّ. Right? The ism of ظَلَّ is hidden, but the khabar is mansub here. Right? ظَلَّتْ نَحِيفَةً. She still remained thin.
ماذا تفعل؟ أكلت
ماذا تفعل? What should she do? I mean, what can she do?
كثيرا وشربت كثيرا ولكنها ظلت نحيفة.
ماذا تفعل؟ أكلت كثيرا وشربت كثيرا. She ate a lot, she drank a lot. Right? أكل يأكل, شرب يشرب. ولكنها, but she ظلت نحيفة. She still remained thin. Very sad.
تختلف مشكلة مريم عن مشكلة زينب.
تختلف differs. Yeah? اختلف يختلف. The problem of Maryam differs from the problem of Zainab. تختلف.
فمريم سمينة جدا
فمريم سمينة جدا. Maryam is very overweight, fat,
وتريد أن تكون نحيفة وزنها
and she wants to become thin.
الآن 90 كيلا كيف ينقص؟
وزنها الآن 90 كيلا. Her weight now is 90 kilograms. كيف ينقص وزنها? How should she reduce? نقص ينقص is to reduce. نقص إن شاء الله. نقص ينقص. نصر ينصر. نقص ينقص. باب نصر. كيف ينقص وزنها? How should she reduce her weight?
وزنها يجب أن يصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا.
Right? So she's 90 kilograms now. She wants to become 70. She also wants to reach 70. This girl also wants to reach 70. يجب أن يصل وزنها إلى 70 كيلا. Right? It is her weight should. يجب means it's mandatory. It's wajib. Her weight should reach إلى 70 كيلا. See, now they wrote كيلا. So كيلا and كيلا, I think both are fine. 70 kilograms.
تركت مريم السكريات والنشويات ومارست الرياضة شهرا.
تركت مريم السكريات. Maryam left the sugary foods, yeah, sugary foods. One nashawiyat. Nashawiyat is fatty foods, I guess. Nashawiyat. Let me check. Nashawiyat. Oh, what's happening? Nashawiyat. What? Starch. Oh, starch foods. Okay. Nashawiyat is starchy foods. Yeah? Starch. Those rice, yeah, rice, potatoes, yeah, carbohydrates, those things, yeah. So she stopped all that, rice and potatoes, starchy foods or starch foods, whatever. ومارست الرياضة شهرا, and she exercised for 1 month.
لم تستطع مريم فهي تحب الأكل.
But she was not able to do فهي تحب الأكل because she loves food. Right? She loves eating. Akl is eating actually, not right. لم تستطع مريم, right? Just for 1 month, she was not able to do because she loves eating. فهي تحب الأكل. Who doesn't love eating? I mean, a lot of us people. So
أخذت مريم تأكل كثيرا فزاد وزنها ولم ينقص.
أخذت, again Maryam came back. أخذت مريم, Maryam took, no. Maryam began, right? Began. Yeah, تأكل كثيرا. Maryam began again, right? So to eat a lot. تأكل كثيرا فزاد وزنها. Her weight increased. زاد يزيد. Her weight increased. ولم ينقص, and it did not decrease. Right? So we have such a big paragraph. ولم ينقص, and it did not decrease. Right? So this was the big paragraph. Alhamdulillah. So many things here. So many things. So they were similar in so many things, but she's fat and she's thin. She wants to become fat. She wants to become thin. She thought a lot. Her weight is now 55. How should she increase the weight? So she should reach 70 kilos. Hawala, she tried a lot, but she was not successful. She started eating a lot of food, all these eggs and this thing, and drank a lot of juices, and she did not exercise also. But despite that, she still remained thin. Right? And Maryam was already, she wanted fat, so she wanted to reduce weight. So she loved food a lot, eating. So even though she left the starch and sugar, but still she remained fat because she started eating again. At the last right, okay, we'll just do this page today, inshallah, and then because this is related to the lesson, and then we can continue from la and nafiya next week, the grammar portion of it. Isti'ab, comprehension. استيعاب is comprehension. التدريب الأول ده علامة الصحيح أو علامة الخطأ ثم صحيح الخطأ. Right? True or false. الصديقتان تتشابهان وتختلفان. Right? The two friends تتشابهان are similar وتختلفان. Right? And they also differ. Yeah, true. Right? In one thing they differ, but تتشابهان, they're similar. They resemble each other. And they differ in one thing. تريد زينب أن ينقص وزنها. Zainab wants to reduce her weight. No, false. Zainab wants to increase her weight, right? Naqasa yanqusu is to reduce. An yanqusa waznuha. Zainab wants to reduce her weight, false. She wants to increase her weight, right? Yazid waznuha. Zainab wants that her weight increases. Actually, the translation should be Zainab wants that her weight increases. because waznu is the fa'il of naqasa. Weight should increase. Akalat Zainabu wa sharibat kasiran wa dhallat nahifatan. And Zainab ate a lot and she drank a lot and she still remained. Dhallat is she still remained thin. She still remained thin. Maryam turidu an takuna saminatan. Maryam wants to become fat? No. She wants to become thin. Zada waznu Zainaba wa naqasa waznu Maryama. Zainab's weight increased? No. It's opposite. False. False. Naqasa waznu Zainaba. Zainab weight reduced. Man. Wa zada waznu Maryama. And Zada and Maryam's weight increased. Right? This is how it is. التدريب الثاني أجب باختصار عما يلي. ماذا تريد زينب? What does Zainab want? What does she want? She wants to reduce or increase the weight, right? So we can look at the answers here. تريد أن تكون سمينة. Right? She wants to become thin, small, I guess. تريد أن تكون سمينة. Right? Because to save time. تريد أن تكون سمينة. She wants, because there's a lot here, right? Zainab wants to become fat. ماذا تريد مريم? What does Maryam want? تريد أن تكون. She wants to become نحيفة. She wants to become thin. تريد أن تكون نحيفة. ما وزن زينب وما وزن مريم؟ وزن زينب. Zainab's weight is خمسة وخمسون. Right? وزن زينب 55 كيلا ووزن مريم 90 كيلا. 55 and she is 90 kilos. ماذا فعلت زينب ليزيد وزنها? What did Zainab do to increase her weight? She ate a lot. تناولت كثيرا من الطعام. She ate a lot, right? She ate a lot of food and stuff. ماذا فعلت مريم لينقص وزنها? What did Maryam do so that her weight reduces? She stopped eating. تركت سكريات والنشويات. She left the sugary foods and the starchy foods. ومارست الرياضة. And she practiced and exercised. Right? مارست الرياضة. She exercised a lot. Mufradat, we have some words. We should match the following. And then make a sentence. ثم استعمل الكلمتين في جملة من إنشائك. Then use these two words in a sentence of your wish. So يسكن what? يسكن في بيت. He lives in a house. يدرس. He studies. في الجامعة. He studies in a university. يمارس الرياضة. He does or he practices exercise. يزيد وزنه. His weight increased. يتناول. He had what? طعاما. He had food. Right? So we can make some sentences like that. Here they made إجابة حرة. Answer with your choice. Free answers. They didn't write make sentences. Okay. التدريب الثاني ده علامة تحت الفعل المناسب. So eating stuff should come here. Drinking stuff should come here. So يأكل ويشرب. He eats and he drinks. So يأكل الخبز is already there. So خبز. الشاي should go in drinking. يشرب. Al-halwa is eating stuff. Right? Eatable. And al-qahwa is drinkable. Al-asal, you eat honey or drink honey? Eat, I think. Eat honey. Like eating soup or drinking soup. Al-fakiha is eating stuff, right? Yakulu. As-samak is eating again. Al-lahm is eating again. Al-halib is drinking stuff, drinkable. Milk, right? Al-asir is juice, drinkable. As is drinkable. Inshallah. So we have a lot, inshallah. Next week we'll learn about la nafia. I mean, we already know, but la nafia, then we have another dialogue, and inshallah next week we'll continue. So it might take 4 classes for us. 4. Then we have in the tabib, another dialogue. In the tabib, then we have some exercise. Then zamanul fa'al, they're talking about past tense, present. Okay. We have 4th unit also. I mean 4th part. So 4 in 1 unit. Oh, I forgot. Again, parts of grammar. Oh, a lot of things. Yeah, 4. Okay. Yeah, we have 4 things. 2 dialogues, 2 paragraphs. Okay, nice. So we might take 5 or 6 classes for 1 unit. So we were here, alhamdulillah. So we need a lot of practice for this. Yeah, so many verbs coming in. So many. We need a lot of revision. Istita, yastatiyo. Right? Inshallah ta'ala. We'll continue from la and nafiya next week. Barakallahu feek. Yes, we are going slow. I think a little bit slow. Inshallah. Right? I mean, I went a lot. I mean, it was very slow for this, right? But it's not so much dwell on it also, because once we go ahead and stuff, inshallah, the previous things will become easier, because new things are always difficult. Alhamdulillah. Ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakallahu khair. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
كانوا قليلا